I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Now do it again. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. And then we're going to go right to the top of the page again. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Yeah, that's right.
Good morning. My name is Bruce Crack, and I'm here on behalf of Reverend Donna Maurer and the Board of Trustees and the practitioners. I'd like to welcome you to the Sonoran Desert Center for Spiritual Living. Whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual path, you're truly welcome here. We'll be supported and encouraged to be the best that you're meant to be. Our vision statement is love in action every day in every way. We express on the back of, yes, we express this love by learning and living the principles of the science of mind. On the back of our program, you'll find our declaration of principles. Join me as I read them. I believe there's an infinite intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe there's intelligent power is only good. I believe this intelligence expresses as me. I believe through my conscious use of this power, I create my life as happy and healthy and complete. And so it is. So do we have any new timers? First timers? New one? New people? Okay.
This isn't our first time, it's the second. But my name is Ray, and I'm originally from Washington and lived in Alaska for 45 years, so if there's any Alaskans, I'm sure we know some of the same people. This is my wife, Mary. She's originally from Wisconsin, spent a number of years in Hawaii. We are really glad to be here.
Welcome back. Yes, thank you. Well, please stay afterward and give everybody a chance to get to know you a little bit better. Okay. I'd like to thank the people that made today's Sunday celebration possible. And first, that's everyone sitting in this seat. It wouldn't be a celebration without you. And the people that make it extra special, like the recordings of the show, and our music director, and our practitioners make it very special also. I'd like to thank him and the people that also do the little side things that make it a little bit easier for Sundays. So direct your attention to what's announcements in the bulletin.
The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you. And you and I are one. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you. And you and I are one. Namaste. Namaste.
Good morning. My name is Louise, and I am your practitioner today. And I'm going to light the service candle, just knowing that it is representative of the light that is within each of us, that God power and God's heart. So just get comfortable and just know there is one God, one power, one presence. Today, in this very moment, let's stop and take a breath. Breathe in life, love, joy, and the oneness and allness of God. The oneness that we are each a part of. And move into your inner silence and listen for that divine voice within. This voice embraces all. It's within all and throughout all. Know that our loving thoughts change the world. Know that our peaceful thoughts change the world. And know that our joyful thoughts change the world. And knowing this, I know that this service is divinely blessed, and each one of us here today is divinely blessed. Know that the words that Jon is going to share with us today inspire us, and that we are each truly from the one, as we are all part of the one. I am thankful for our knowing and for the unity of all life. And we anchor this by saying, and so it is. So this morning my reading is actually from the August Science of Mind. It's today's reading, August 11th. So, a highly developed value system is like a compass. It arrives as a guide to point you in the right direction when you are lost. A true estimate of real values cannot be built on the shifting sands of time alone. In the long run, the merciful will obtain mercy. In the long run, we shall reap as we have sown. I should have brought my glasses. So this is going to be up in my face. So in the great Indian epic poem Ramayana, the hero, Rama, and the villain, Ravana, have a lot in common. They are both learned, both rich, and both skilled. Someone could ask, what makes the one a god and the other a demon? The answer lies in what they value, for values are the guiding principles of our lives. In this regard, a value is different from a vision. A value is not something I work to attain. It already exists within me. Whereas a vision calls me forward, a value is what determines how I move forward toward the vision. You can learn a lot about your values by looking at your life through other people's eyes. Imagine being introduced at an event by someone who knows you well. What do they say about the example your life gives to the world? For what can you be counted on? It is one thing to say, I value spiritual living, and it's another thing to have evidence of living a spiritual life that can be witnessed by those who interact with you. How then do you know what your personal values are? If you are uncertain about how to answer that question, try asking close friends how they would describe what you value. Based on their knowledge of you, what do they believe your personal values to be? How they respond may not match your own sense of your values, but it will give you an idea of how you appear in the world. If that matches your values, good. If not, you have the creative power to set new intentions to embody your values and then live them. And so the affirmation for the day is, today I lean consciously into my values and spirit responds by demonstrating them through me. Namaste. So I take this candle and I hold the high watch during our service and throughout the week for each and every one of you.
This is the moment, this is the day when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today. This is the moment, this is the time when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of the dreaming, scheming, and screaming become one. This is the day, let it sparkle and shine. This is the moment, the greatest moment of them
Thank you. Namaste. That was from the Broadway musical Jekyll and Hyde. So empowering, though. It was high time that happened. It was the moment.
I absolutely love that song. Thank you. Good morning. Today I am going to be Donna. I got a text message from her yesterday saying, I've thrown my back out. Can you fill in for me today? And I said, absolutely, no problem. And as it turns out, today's talk topic was the one that she was going to do. So we're in perfect synchronicity. The name of today's talk is Trauma 101. So pay attention because there's going to be a quiz afterwards. Today's world can be incredibly challenging to navigate. We have come to expect a status quo in our spiritual community. We tend to know what to wear, who we will see, what the topics will be, when the music and the treatment will happen, everything. When we only operate in the status quo, we miss so much of the beauty and growth that happens when we move outside of our normal and step into the beyond. Here lives a rich community, with it a variety of topics, ideas, and things that we often stuff down because it would be inappropriate. What we forget is that when we have these taboo topics in spiritual community, we isolate those for whom these topics are at the forefront of their lives. Sex, marginalization, trauma, abuse, disabilities, addiction, shame, chronic illness, mental health, racism, poverty, food insecurity, politics. We are all impacted by one or more of these human experiences. We must be willing to embrace the wholeness of humanity, including those things we would rather ignore, especially in spiritual community. Oneness equals wholeness, and therefore no topic is taboo. Science of Mind portrays a strong foundation to support and facilitate healing. And yet, we must go beyond knowing truth in spiritual mind treatment to acting in ways that promote healing, wholeness, and compassion in our communities. In the Science of Mind textbook, Ernest Holmes says, "We are not so cold-blooded as to say to a person in pain that there is no such thing as pain. That is not our idea or our purpose. We admit the fact. It is quite different to admit its necessity." As a spiritual community, we are not meant to diminish or disregard each other's pain. One of the valuable gifts of being a part of a community comes with acknowledging and loving each other through our healing journeys. We are advised to turn away from the condition in treatment, not during our exchanges with each other. So there are 3 points that illustrate this point of view. First, how trauma affects us. And adverse childhood experiences, ACEs, score is a metric used to identify the significance of traumatic experience a person may have faced as a child. Research has shown that the higher someone's ACE score is, the more likely they are to struggle with physical and mental health challenges. In the science of mind, we teach people to treat and move their feet. Healing trauma, physical and mental illness often requires more action beyond prayer. Move your feet. To heal, we must listen to the inner presence within to guide us on our right course of action and treatment. In our spiritual centers, most of us have no trouble praying for physical conditions to be healed instantly. But how many times have we seen people seem to fight never-ending battles with their mental or physical health? Let's break the status quo and start having healing conversations about trauma, addiction, and how the science of mind can be applied to support people who are dealing with these challenges. The second point is spirituality and trauma. Many people have experienced trauma through our spiritual centers. Religious institutions and other spiritual traditions. Many LGBTQ people were raised in religious traditions where they were taught they would burn in hell for eternity simply for being who they are. People with marginalized identities and those who are differently labeled may find themselves excluded from existing centers for spiritual living. How might people of color or people under 40 feel excluded at centers made up predominantly of white people over 50? As we practice the unstatus quo, let's be willing to explore areas we're usually afraid to talk about or don't know how to address. To participate in a grand rising, we must be willing to have hard conversations and heal our trauma together. The third point is becoming trauma informed. Though we say we are welcoming and inclusive, we often expect others to fit into the culture and norms of our community, rather than accepting them as they are. To become trauma-informed, we must not only learn how to speak to one another that is uplifting and supportive, but also to shift our community culture from the status quo, being willing to do something different from the norm. This may mean always asking one another before hugging, practicing saying thank you when someone says no, regardless of the question, not pressuring people into volunteer positions or groups, implementing policies and procedures that respond to racial, ethnic, and cultural needs, educating leaders and volunteers within our spiritual communities, and allowing folks to sit on the periphery until they feel comfortable. I know of a minister who, when she first started attending Science of Mind back in the day, she would always sit in the very back row. And she did this for a whole year before she felt comfortable enough in her community to start coming forward, seat by seat, row by row. It is crucial that we begin to listen and support one another through our healing journeys, rather than diminishing or disregarding the pain that naturally comes with being human. As Robert Anton Wilson reminds us, under the present brutal and primitive conditions on this planet, every person you meet should be regarded as one of the walking wounded. Bearing this in mind, it becomes even more important to find the connection of our divinity and our humanity, allowing science of mind principles to lead us to real-world practices that support our growth and healing. Everyone deserves to be treated with kindness, grace, and compassion as we walk one another home, paraphrased from Ram Dass. Thank you. Namaste.
We are all angels who only have one wing. We are all angels searching for each other. All angels who cannot reach the sky, 'cause we need each other to fly. Do you know there are angels in our midst? Can you hear them? Can you feel them? They're all around you, with you every day. Do you see them, or do you look the other way? It's the man that I forgot to kiss as I hurried out the door, or the stranger that said hello that I ignored. They are all angels. We are angels. We are all angels who only have one wing. We are all angels searching for each other. All angels who cannot reach the sky, 'cause we need each other to fly. Life gets so busy, time goes by so fast. I rush through the day, trying to make each moment last. But when I take the time to look around, I see sweet angels are smiling back at me. Anywhere, at any time, I need to open up my eyes and see the beauty that surrounds me. And I realize we are angels. We are angels. We are all angels. We'll only have one wing. We are all angels searching for each other. All angels who cannot reach the sky, 'cause we need each other to fly.
So it's time for our offering. And would you join me, please, in our offering affirmation that's in our program? My gift goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless all that it touches. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I share generously of my good, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I I am so blessed.
I am so blessed. And we are blessed, each and every one of us here, making this center all that it is, making this community of the one mind, as we know that this is a wonderful, safe, loving space. So I'd like to close out our service this morning with treatment. So if you feel comfortable, please join with me. Close your eyes. Take a breath. And know with me that God is all there is, everywhere equally present, filling all space, living, moving, and having its being in, through, and as each one of us here today. And I know that whatever trauma, whatever challenge we may be experiencing at this moment, God has our back. As I know, declare, and affirm that each and every one of us is patterned after a divine, perfect blueprint in divine mind, that this blueprint continuously imprints itself onto and into the quantum divine God substance that makes up each and every one of us, resulting at all times in perfect health, wholeness, and completeness. God has our back. And I know and declare that as a result, all is well. And we anchor this by saying, and so it is. Thank you, everyone. Let's stand and form our circle.
So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are living anew.